Hi everybody, welcome back to Jenkins Boat Works. I am Chuck Jenkins, and in this episode we continue to work on the keel structure for the Haven 12.5. The lead keel, the 4-foot, and the deadwood all have to match up pretty closely in order for the bottom to be fair. We also wanted to try to seal it and seal the lead. And so after some discussion with the Jamestown Distributors tech team, we settled on using the TotalBoat Epoxy 5:1. And so in this episode, I'm going to use their product and some thickener and basically do some sealing of cracks and also some fairing where we have some little, minor mismatches between the various parts. So anyway, hope you'll enjoy. Let's go ahead and jump in. So what we got here is a measuring cup that they sent me, Jamestown Distributors sent me with this TotalBoat Epoxy, this 5:1. They tell me that it'll stick to the lead. That was my biggest thing. And so we have used a little bit of this in the past, so I'm familiar with it. And I like the way that it sets up. Now we are using the slow hardener, and so we've got plenty of time. It is probably 68, 70 degrees here in the shop, so good temperatures. And then here on the cup, we're going to go with the 5:1 ratio. We're going to only just do one batch, so we're going to fill up to that number 1, and then the hardener up just to the second number 1. So it doesn't take very much of the hardener, at least for the amount that we're mixing up. So let's get started here. Just almost to the line right there. Okay, I'm good with that. Let's wipe that off. Yep, see, we're right to that first number 1. And then it doesn't take hardly any of this, so we got to be really cool when we put this in here. Just a little bit. Well, a little bit more than that. Coming up to that number 1 right there. Just a hair. Okay, that's good. Wipe that off and stir. Actually, I'm going to transfer this into a smaller cup because I'm going to put this thickener in here, and it takes quite a little while, and this cup's just so deep, and I don't have a very big batch. So I'm going to pour this in here even before I stir it, and just kind of let that rest on there like that. We got it all transferred into this little cup. We're going to mix this up for a solid 2 minutes. I guess I can look at the timer on the video. With any epoxy, you want to stir and stir and stir and stir even after you think you don't need to stir anymore. You just got to make sure that that hardener is mixed in thoroughly with the resin. And on a 5:1 like this, not a lot of hardener, so I'm going to come around and scrape the edges real good. All right, that's about 1.5 minutes. And once we get this done, then I'm going to start adding in the silica. And it takes a surprisingly large amount because I'm going to get this as thick as I can. Okay, we're a solid 2 minutes, getting on 2:20. All right, so I'm good with that. You know what? I'm putting on a mask. These little silica beads, they they're loose, they fly, you shouldn't breathe them. I can see them. They jump out of the cup before they get mixed in. Now, I don't have nearly enough in here. We're going to probably have to put in 3 times as much as what I already put in there. And there are little lumps in there, like stirring gravy. You see that stuff flying around? Still not there. Now we're getting there. Almost. I'm glad this is a slow hardener. Sometimes you can feel the cup start to warm up, and I don't know, it's not warm. It's warm, it's not cold, but it's not going off. That's what I mean. Yeah, it's not running at all. Not even thinking about it. All right. We'll get over here on the keel and see if we can get it faired out a little bit. All right, so what we got going on here is there's a little gap between the oak, the keel here, and the lead. And we're talking maybe a 1/4 inch, and I'm good with that. And you can see that we've got some of this fairing work already done. Now, most of this was in an effort to seal up between the oak and the lead. And then on up here is where we had the biggest indentation. And where the 4-foot came into the lead, it had a bit of a dip, which was just kind of unsightly and just not fair. So anyway, I put some on here last night, and you can see how smoothly we've got it on here. I'm going to take what we've got left here and go ahead and finish out getting this faired. And now I got to contort myself. Oh, that's exactly what I want right there. I want to make a nice, smooth transition. Right there. Okay, the rest of this we're going to put right up here in this little indentation, right there. This other part that we'd done before was done within, the last 24 hours or so. So I think we'll still probably achieve a chemical bond. It hasn't fully cured the first part, so go get the broad knife and smooth that off, and I'm going to be happy about that. That's it, just like that. Sometimes you got to know when to leave well enough alone. Looking good. Hi everybody, welcome back to Jenkins Boat Works. I am Chuck Jenkins, and these dogs are in my way. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.